Hey, Jovan here with your free MLB Extendo clip play for Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. Now you know it's here at Pick Dawgz. We love giving out free picks. But if you want my best bets, the best that I'm putting in today, go to the website, pickdawgz.com, where you can find mine or one of our other world-class handicappers picks for today. Now let's do a little bit of house cleaning like we always do. And look, staying in the Bronx, I knew was going to be a fruitful endeavor. We were there for 3 straight days. We went 2-1 because they got the job done last night against the Washington Nationals. Like I said, this is a get-right series for them. And they're proving me right as they won the game 5-1, ho-hum. It was a 3-1 game, for a while, and then the Yankees got another 2 on the board, and that was all she wrote. So that runs our extended clip record to 19, 20-1, and we are sitting at plus 1,067. We finally reached the $1,000 plateau for $100 bettors. Over 10,000 if you're a $1,000 bettor. So yeah, glad to be here. Gonna keep on getting you this money here at the Extendo clip. Now, as for the two-team parlay, frustrating. It was a dead to right winner, but and there's a big but to that. The Chicago White Sox couldn't finish the job. They didn't understand the assignment in the top of the ninth. They had a lead, and that lead disappeared. It was a 4-2 lead, and it turned into a 5-4 deficit. Guardians was a easy casher. They jumped right out the gate with a 3-0 lead and ended up winning handily in that one. But yeah, the White Sox. And, to be honest, I should have had them first 5 because that's usually how I play them when I'm involved in their games. But, I said, why not go full game in this one? And it bit us in the ass. So we move along. With this being the upcoming college football season, you might want to jump on board with one of us handicappers. And I would say, jump on this side because, we've been taking it to the bank every single year that we've been here at Pick Dawgz as far as football goes. And, one of the things I do want to say about college football is that high volume is the way to go. There's about 50-ish games on any college football Saturday. Now, this Saturday is going to be a little different because they're rolling out games on Thursday and Friday. So while there's going to be a lot of games on Saturday, it's not going to be the 50 that you're going to see on week 2, week 3, week 4, and so on and so forth. So high volume is what's going to bring you home the cash if that said handicapper is winning his games. When I'm a high volume guy, I'm usually running anywhere from 12 to 16, maybe a little bit more games per Saturday. And the reason why I do that is because there's a lot of soft lines. The more lines that are out there for a particular sport, the more likely of a chance there's going to be soft lines, that there's going to be games that the odds makers just don't get right. And I've taken advantage of that every single season. I pour over every game. I do deep dives, and I find a weakness in the game. That's one of the keys to my success. There's always going to be a weakness in the game, and all you got to do is just look for it. And it's not just sides and totals. There's all types of other ways to skin a cat: first halves, first quarters, team totals, so on and so forth. Player props. I don't get into player props really all that much. The market's a little bit too volatile, and quite frankly, they put a little bit too much juice with these player props. So, with that said, rock with one of us, specifically me, especially with, y'all getting this good gold with these free picks with the Extendo clip. You're well entrenched in the green, so why not convert that and buy a long-term package, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, yearly. It's dropping the bucket for what we've been doing on this Extendo clip free play every day for the past 40 days. So let's move on to our Extendo clip play for tonight, and we are going to go to Toronto, Canada. Oh, Canada. Yeah, I can't sing, but so what? Where the Minnesota Twins are facing the Toronto Blue Jays, and not to say that we're going to have a good pitcher matchup, but we do have a fadeable on the mound in Simeon Woods Richardson. He's one of the guys that I do like to fade, and he's going up against Eric Lauer, who's having a strong season himself, and this just seems like another pitcher mismatch in favor of the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, last night they had a lead, and that lead disappeared in a major way in the latter stages of that game. So their bullpen can't be trusted. Let's just get that out the way. But with Simeon Woods Richardson coming back from an IO stint, we haven't seen him since July 28th. This is a fade spot. Bottom line, I expect for him to have some rust. I expect for him to give up some runs to this Blue Jays lineup. And at the end of 5, we should have a multiple run lead, especially with Eric Lauer on the other side. He hasn't been giving up much. He's running out there a 3.26 ERA. And going up against this AAA lineup, it's going to make anyone look good. So we're going to chop this game in half, first 5 innings style, and we are going to back the Toronto Blue Jays minus 1.5 at plus 124. Now, I know the odds ain't there. It's kind of light on the plus money, but so what? We're trying to get this win with this one. We're not really going with the value. Not much value. It is on the plus side, though, nevertheless. So I'm usually looking for anywhere, from 135 up. So this is the first time, or no, maybe the second time that we've been in plus 120 something-ish territory. So let's reiterate this one real quick. That'll be the Toronto Blue Jays minus 1.5. Or first 5 innings, let's just get that out the way, at plus 124. This bears repeating again. Toronto Blue Jays, first 5 innings, minus 1.5, plus 124. Book your cash or do what you got to do with it, but go to the website, pickdawgz.com, where you can find my or one of our other world-class handicappers picks. Now smash that like button. Let's get this money and hit the book where it hurts.